Good morning, and it just turned 5:55, and it's oh heck, it's Tuesday, February 2nd, the day that my house was supposed to go up for sale, which it's not. Um, as a few different people saw, um, it came down to like the last 2 hours, hour and a half, hour. What was it? Excuse me. Came down about the last hour and a half, 2 hours, yeah. um, Before the deadline. Now, excuse me. Apologize for all the sniffling. Um, I'm not quite as aggressive because I'm sick. I got to go back down to the doc and get my shots of antibiotics and stuff, and the prednisone for the lower lung infections. Uh, the way they teach things. Oh, by the way, this is more coffee talk. This is my Atlanta mug. It's nice on the inside. It's got some blue in it. It's the aura that comes off the frequencies. Light blue is the aura that comes off the frequencies of hope. Um, there's a new young lady that I met a little while ago that has Lily inside her. Her name is Margot. I'm not giving last names and stuff. She's very young. Well, everyone's young to me. And her mom and dad are also aware there's stuff going on. Her mom's a little more aware, and dad, he is becoming aware of stuff. I can see it in him, feel it in him. He has some really beautiful green energy in him coming from his heart. He really cares. So I'm going to do what I can to help them in their awakening and whatever other way I can. Oh, yeah. Now that that's settled, the big headache's out of the way. I mean, there's still stuff I have to do, pay the lawyers more money and stuff. I'll be, as soon as that's handled, which will be very soon, I'm going after the greedy, selfish, worthless scum that was already a millionaire, but wanted to do whatever she could to hurt me and try to kick me out of my house. My sister Jill. Jill, I know you like to watch these videos from time to time. Here I come. That's not a physical threat. That is to let you know I'm coming at you with everything that's necessary for you to be punished according to the current laws of this country when you get out of your body. But when I get out of my body, that's when it becomes between us personal. If they let you hang around that long. There's an old group of elders. Used to be at M3. The way the old system was set up, there was there's the physical universe. M3 is where they had that's where the great Mother, Father, God lived. The original first being male and female. And That's they have there's a group of elders there, and then every planet that had life on it, they had elders there. Now there are some solar systems that have a lot of planets with life in them. There's when that's the case, there's usually just one for the group, but sometimes, depending on the amount of planets, they might have more elders setting aside. The elders are essence. They are old ones, and these folks I'm dealing with, cool. Okay, they understand that I need to get out of here. They understand what I'll do if they screw up, um, and I understand that they're aware of certain things going on in life that I can't be, especially with what I'm doing. And we're very old friends. The feeling between us is very strong, and they understand, like I do, it's time to get things going. Um, they're looking forward to their new job description, so to speak. And remember, this is all new. This is all new, the way we're doing things. Um, uh, I'm going to do consults until March 28th is my new information. That's the way this council and parts of Lily out there, because that's Mother. She's in charge. Okay. Right now it is the part of Maryland, the part of Lily that was in Maryland Monroe. She's Mother right over there right now. When it's Lily's driver is out of her body, she's in control. But in the meantime, it's the clean part of Lily that was in Maryland, the good part. That is Mother over there right now. The Lilies and the Hours, folks, we're going to be coming together. Okay, we don't bond into one, but we do come together in one big energy field that is sentient, and we do bond with it, but it's like not a permanent thing. We can come out anytime we want. Hour and Lily energy, very, very, very strong. Very loving, incredible fortitude, very understanding, very protective. That's what y'all have just now beginning to get ready to have. That's what's there right now. It's just things are really still screwed up. Okay, just blew up a building where the bad guys were. Okay, now we're walking inside the building, there's rubble and stuff everywhere. Okay, this takes a little bit of time. That's what's happening. I'm having a conversation with some of the elders. One of the females, a few of the females, three of the females, two of the guys, one of the guys. They're all putting out different volumes of energy. They're just letting me know something about leaving. It's going to take a little while for me to settle this, but anyway, that's why I can do consults to March 28th. And folks, I'm not trying to hurry up and get a whole lot of work done real quick and like, yay, he's leaving. Oh my gosh, we got to get a consult. Screw that. I'm not going to leave here and then leave Paul with a situation where he's got to pay you back money because I'm dead. That's stupid, and it's wrong. Okay. Those of you that actually know me, you know me better than that. But I know for a fact, talking with my friends and the other parts of Lily over there, and when I talk, I feel into them. I see it, and they're happy. They've literally got a good plan together, working on it. And it's not just a plan working on it. They're going to make things happen. Okay, but the idea too is for everyone to have more choice now in their lives, more freedom. But I got to get home. Something has to be Hour's main focal point. When I'm inside, has to go home and say, boom, this is how it is. And that's enough of that. I don't like wasting my time talking to me about me. I want to get more done talking about y'all. I already told you about, as soon as I finish taking care of the animals and finish getting my morning together here, poof, Um, I'm non-stop till I get my packages out. I've got a bunch of stuff to send you all for your patience waiting for this while I was going through hell with the house. Um, I know you'll appreciate it. Um, Bada boom, bada bing. Excuse me. The one video I put out, there was. Oh yeah, okay, that's something else. The one video I put out about the eyes of the universe are upon us, I'm going to redo that. When I put it out there, um, literally, my head was getting worked on um, by my Black Panther inside. It's part of me. Okay, it's part of my personal arrow focal point energy, and it hangs around. There's really strong animal energy, and it's in my head when the Lily from Maryland is in there, just to make sure that if I can't see while I'm getting worked on so hard and something else comes in to bother me to attack me, that I don't hurt her, which I'm really careful about. But folks, this is what I've been doing, going through. It's not. Where do you find the normal in that? There's not. In your awakening, where's any normal in that? There's not. This is new stuff. People have slowly been awakening all their, and many different lives in all their past, not all, but most of their past lives. It's never been allowed to go for. This is all brand new. You had those original first angels on you, putting their energy inside the crown, running around. On the other side, they were considering this insanity, but the ones that are now controlling the money and stuff in my life, and others near me, they understand. They do understand, and understanding, and then being able to make the right decision in everyone's life at the first time. It's a learning process, but things will be made to come across right. And then as soon as I get out of here, you'll see the big change. And the focus of the big change is the big change. That's what it's about. Things changing for you. Creation is not going to be creation is not going to be destroyed and brought back. Not really. The format, the way things happen, that's literally going to be destroyed. Okay? You don't need to have all this stress in your lives. You cannot handle having all this stress in your lives. Having said that, this guy's out there, I can handle this. Yeah, what happens when you get out of your body? And then you have all those abuse frequencies in you that just keep getting bigger and bigger, and then you cause more of a problem on the other side, and the whole time you don't feel it, you're saying, "Arr!" It's kind of like someone on steroids. Gee, how do I know about that? Well, for a few years, they've been keeping me alive. I never took them when I was involved in sports and stuff. You never know, looking at me now. I've mentioned a couple times, hell, when I was bored, I'd sit down, I'd lay down and knock out 600 sit-ups for something to do, without stopping. I used to be a machine. Anyway, bada boom, bada bing. Something I want to tell you about. Excuse me. Trying to slip out of my head. I got part Lily in my head right now, just kind of moving things around for me. Thank you. Paul had said that that part of Lily that was in Maryland came out. That's clean now. She's much smaller, but she's clean. She's very nice. And she came up to Paul and called herself Rose. Then she looked at me and smiled, so I call her Rosie. So if I say Rosie, that's what I'm talking about. She's in there laughing. It's like she's got a duster. See, it's a communication through image. It's like she's got a feather duster in my head, not trying to tickle me or something, just literally to clear the dust out of my head, which is gives me more clarity. Folks, you're going to start talking with your spirit guides more and more like this all the time. I shouldn't still be here. Things are the way they are. Can't help it. Doing everything I can to get things taken care of for everybody. I always do. Y'all know how I lived. I've showed you my house. This house can and will be fixed up. Okay, but all that, all the money that I've generated and haven't fixed up my house, it's not because I like living like this. I'm doing everything I can for everybody. Always have. And there's a lot of you with that same compassion, and I'm so happy for you. For you to be like that, but for you to be here, I'm so happy for you to be here. Is how I should have said it like that. Excuse me. That's a little harder, Rosie. I have enough pride in myself. Respect for myself is what it is. I guess it's kind of like pride. When you go respect, pride, and then you go to boast. Yeah, that's not too cool. Stating something as a fact, that's fine. You're just saying something. Sometimes you need to, even though you don't want to. But when you get arrogant about it, that's disgusting. Because nothing is any better than anything else. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Because the original female, while she was still alive, was aware that there were some issues with the Lily's driver that's in a body, and she had a pretty good idea that we were going to meet. And folks, that's strong stuff. That really is. We can go through hell, be made to really be physically normally repulsed from each other, big age difference. When Lily and I were meet, this is a feeling of love, not something that's sexual, just love. The beauty of something in itself, of a frequency within itself, which is love. Okay? Which is caring. Is it like a father's love? Is it like a lover's love? It's like all of them. It's love. It's the whole ball of wax. It doesn't mean something physical happens other than the hearts beat stronger together and there's a feeling of love between the two people. That, these physical bodies, folks, are more of a problem than you understand. So many of you, like myself, you get tired of it. Again, like I keep saying, y'all are so much more than you think you are. It was kept from you. It was made to stay kept from you. Anyway, so what was going on is I kept getting attacked by some of the earth energy that's in one of the lily bodies. Hey, Herc, you doing all right, buddy? You got brand new sheets? Herc's got brand new sheets on his bed. Yes, I know. Most of his beds. You like that one? Okay, cool. He likes the one right out in the hall now instead of this one right underneath me because it's quieter. Yeah. Anyway, so once Lily's driver was in her body, wait a minute, let me kick back half a step. I had Lily's driver's earth energy, the spirit from the earth spirit, Gaia's spirit, the part of her that's that. I've had it come to me, and it was stronger than Lily herself that was in there. This made no sense. It's like wrong. The power level between these two is crazy. Now, there's only so much of Lily, actual Lily, and she's called Tiger Lily, White Tiger Lily, in this body. There's only so much can fit in there, and we're easily worked on, but there's just no way. She's too strong. She's incredible. The only thing stronger than her energy is what's inside me. That's the only one thing that is. She's a powerhouse. She's incredible. She gets mad, scares the hell out of me. Of course, I love her too, deeply. Um, no words for that. No words. There's a reason why we've been fathering races as Adams and Eves on these planets all over the place. Okay, we have a very powerful love for each other. Um, there's always problems. There's always issues, and right now there's such a transition. It's like no time for you know to have a life, time to finish what we're doing, get the hell, for me to get the hell out of my body and get to the other side. And then when she comes over, she'll literally be running lives. And she has the understanding. That's, like I said, it's even stronger than mine. And I have a very good understanding of what's going on. I have more lives, so that gives me an edge in one way of understanding. But she has the process of understanding. Plus, remember, she's had over 8 trillion lives. Okay? She's no slouch. She is a necessity for the new creation to happen. And it will. This is what's going to happen, okay? Anyway, so this part of her, pieces of her will come at me and attack me. Well, it's not, let me rephrase that. It's attacking me, but not with the malice to hurt so much as it was, I'm going to control you, you're going to do this. All these crazy emotions are involved. Excuse me. And I looked at her and I saw it. That is the energy of the body. And I said, man, why are you doing this? And then, and I could see my yellow gold energy aura in her everywhere, from having cranked her up. And I'm like, and being around her so much, I love her so much. There's so much energy going in there. Folks, this is ridiculous. Okay? All that power going in there, it was going into the body and the earth energy and not so much into, not so much going into Tiger Lily herself. So, said okay, and just couldn't understand it until finally I wound up literally when she come at me and wouldn't stop and was really screwing with my life in a real big way. Okay, then I grab a hold of her, put her in a sphere, and I'd start to break her down, and I'd finally get to the point where I got Tiger Lily free. And then she'd zoom. She just, she'd take off all the energy that she had that was sucked into the Gaia's energy. I pulled it out, fed it back into her, gave a little extra, got her going, and then just modified her energy a little bit. She took off. Usually she did, and every once in a while she'd go in my heart. And we enjoy a little time together, and she takes off. But the rest of it, I took all the source energy out of it, and then I could see it just as Gaia and Spirit. So then I took that and I'd send it down to Gaia, and then literally Gaia would take it. It got to the point where Gaia quit taking it and said, I don't want that in me. Source energy is really strong. Okay, when you pour that into Spirit itself, when Spirit itself, that's only planetary essence, gets all that extra power in it, it can get kind of nuts. Plus, remember, it's not just attached as part of the planet. It's not just kind of attached to the planet. It's attached to these emotions in the physical body. As it's coming out and floating around everywhere, it's not used to that. It becomes very aggressive. It's extremely emotional. Emotions are important to have. They drive us. Like if there's a car coming, the emotions will kick up and say, whoa, and the body starts getting, the adrenaline pops up, and then the brain says, we got to take off. We got to go because we're going to get hit. And then the heart reaches the understanding of, we're moving now. Boom. And you understand what to do, you do it. That's kind of basic, generalized, but it's true. That's basically what happens. I actually had to do something else with some of that stuff as it comes out. And then I realized I could just go in to all of it and take it out and change it. And I was telling Paul about it because, I wanted him to understand something. Then he looked at it and he goes, there's like a shell around Lily. Excuse me, Tiger Lily. And I said, yeah, there's a silver shell, but what are you talking about? Because I gave her extra protection and everything. I love her. I love everything, but I love her, man. No, like I said, no way to measure that. No words. So He said, no, it's like something of original first being female put on there. Oh, excuse me, damn. And so I looked at it. Hey, Herc. I looked at it and had to stop, take everything else out of my head, and then go look at it and see what happened. And I said, I'll be damned. She did. Because she knew that we'd be together, even though it was just meeting. It was important for us to meet, to know each other, but then have an ocean between us, stuck there, so I can finish my job and go. Um, you have no idea how hard it is for me to not be with her. Um, Whatever, I'm not going to dwell on that. But that frees me up to finish my job and get out of here and get to the bigger part of the job now. It's now the biggest part of my job is to be over there. Anyway, so that was causing issues. That's pretty much handled now. The original first being male and female, they were they're the ones who ran all the lives. They were the great manipulators, okay? And everything they manipulated was for their own good. They didn't care about you. God loves us. That's why you have disease, famine, war, personal conflict. Yeah, they love you. They're taking good care of you. They set this up. Wow. Animals have to kill animals daily just to live. They help us more than anything else, and we eat them. Yeah, creation's just really put together. Oh, look at nature. Look how fine it functions. It's such a beautiful thing God gave us. Wow. Okay. I see beauty. I understand beauty. I feel it. I feel y'all. It's kind of funny, a New Yorker that loves the word y'all so much. Born there anyway. Don't claim it. Reptilian Zoo. Anyway, and there's nice people and stuff in there too. I mean, that's where Bijou lives. Okay? In New York State. City, state, whatever. It's in New York. She's real strong. Okay. Stop talking to me like that, please. And my right eye's always twitching. That's where the spirit comes in to talk nice, and I got his stuff over here. Sometimes my eyes go twitching back and forth. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, there's so much stuff on the other side. The Navy's involved in stuff right now. The U.S. Navy, they're gearing up. They're waiting, watching to see. They're keeping an eye on movements in the ocean. They're starting to spread themselves out thin right now. It's like they're mobilizing. And a lot of them have adrenaline going. It's coming. They're bringing it now. And we're ready to bring it to them. We got some cool folks in the military. We got some sick ones too. The stuff, the way it happens, our lives is so sad. There's joy. I'm not saying there's not. And we need to hold on to that. So many of you have had so many lives where you're so used to the abuse, you don't even remember what real joy is. I got to go back and look at this in a little bit. I have some friends here that are going to get the wrong attention. Um, my friends around San Francisco. There's stuff about the Navy using whales, um, dolphin, but whales too. Where they attach devices to them, like sensors. Whales go deep. The whales go down deep, where stuff happens. Remember, our government is very connected with the Anunnaki to run this planet. Where do you think the little transports came from that Corey Good talks about? Okay, I'm going to leave that alone for now. I need to finish coffee talk. Sorry, folks. So anyway, get ready to finally start getting some transaction numbers for the stuff coming out. Plus, get ready to have a much heavier box than you thought. I do have to organize all the stones, and I got to make labels. Damn it, you have no idea how long it takes. Make the labels, put them in the bags. That way, you know what you have. Okay, folks. Onward through the fog. Things will start happening again out here soon. You're gonna find stones and stuff for sale on the website. You're gonna the DVDs, they'll be there too. My books are gonna be available in a lot more different places than Amazon.com. I'm trying to finalize things with them, and we'll see what happens on that. I can see a few things going one way and then the other. But anyway, as soon as the money comes in, I'll be buying some more here, signing them and selling them. The thing is, folks, please understand, I have no time. Okay, I have no extra time. I don't read emails and stuff like that. I scan it, see it, know it, let it go. Boom. Someone writes me a few times, I ask them to stop, then I block them. Okay? I don't have time. Okay? Am I being rude? I don't care if that's what you think. That's fine. I love all of you. But you know what? I have a job to do. My job for everyone is much more important than your personal desire to talk. Okay? It's not that it doesn't mean something to me, but I have no time. And when you keep pressuring me about it, that ain't going to happen, okay? I love you. You want a personal question answered? Get a consult. I don't have time. Okay? I can't help that. One person. I'm taking care of the animals here. I'm trying to take half-ass care of myself. I have other things I have to do all over the place. Okay? Forget about the daily life, laundry and stuff like that, eating, all these simple, stupid things. Spheres, I got to hurry and make them. Gail out in California, I promised her spheres months ago. It's a gift because of our relationship in the past. She's my one physical son's mother, and as a matter of fact, he's got gifts coming. So that's one nice thing about being here longer. But I got to get the hell out of here. This it's crazy, but I will be taking consults until March 28th. Okay, and maybe it goes further from there. I don't know, but I know I'm being warned. Please do not, at this point, please do not take any consults beyond March 28th, because that's the next time we have set up for, hopefully you can start leaving. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Not trying to make a, what do you call those, soap opera or reality show or something out of this. I'm not. I'm trying to get home in a proper way. But this house has to be taken care of. And it's in due process. Okay? And I am going to leave it with something, not the other folks I wanted to. The one girl came into the house when I first showed it to her, and one of my tables I had books, stones, and stuff on, and she looked at it and she said, "Oh, shoes on the table. Yeah, that's good." And I'm like, "What?" I'm going to give you a place to live for free, and you're going to give me a hard time about me putting shoes on my tables when there's rocks on there? Okay, no arrogance there. Yeah, she's got issues. We all have issues, but no. It's like I said in a previous video. I'll help out everyone I can, but I won't give the shirt off my back to someone who doesn't need it or doesn't really appreciate it. I don't get along with arrogance, not at all. Um, we are what we are. Hopefully, we become as much as of what we are as possible, and hopefully, there's enough compassion in the people to really start helping each other more. That's more like my last life. Okay. All right, folks. Love you. Take care. And I guess you already know. By the time you see this, you'll have already seen a whole lot of other videos out that have been stacking up a little bit. I overdid my gigabyte data limit, whatever, last month, so I had to slow down. All right, folks, love you. Have a good one.